Mic testing one, two. Mic testing one, two. So welcome back. This is Gods on Goal, and remember to like and share to the channel. And yeah, I'm still trying to find a hook to how to introduce myself, but we move as we move. So this is going to be a very very short episode. Just want to talk about something very important, and I know as much as we're talking about football, who are the favorites, who are going to win the league, who are going to be relegated, and all that. I think it is also important to understand what it actually takes to win the Premier League. You know, as seen in the previous seasons, Man City has been winning, Liverpool has won. We have had teams like Leicester, Chelsea have been winning also. It's been uh, it's been a long time, almost 20 years, almost like 20 years since Arsenal last won. It's about maybe 12 years since last Man United won. So yes, if you look at across all those teams, as much as there's an element of luck, like winning games, they have made sure that apart from being consistent in winning matches, not conceding a lot goals, scoring more goals, they have had um, deep squads. They've had players like if one is injured, they see someone to replace him. In competitions, they can be able to rotate. For example, if you look at the Man City team that won the treble, they used to play youths, not all the time, but they used to play youths in the Carabao Cup and also the FA Cup. They managed to win that when they reached the final. Look at Liverpool, and when they won the Carabao Cup, they played youths up to the final when they won against Chelsea. When they won the league last season, as much as it wasn't as competitive as it was, they were consistent. Once they reached the top of the league, that was back in, I think, in November, they never even once went below first position. And that's how they managed to keep the momentum and win their games. This season is not necessarily even different because now that Arsenal is top of the table, we can be able to engage more with other teams and rather, not necessarily be afraid of losing, but you can actually go for the win because we what is actually there to lose because we have to win games. That's the how can I put it? That is the main aim of the league. Now, I want to talk about our squad depth as it stands. I've not mentioned it in a couple of episodes before. What we have, what we're going to be, improving here and there. And if you look closely, I think we are well stacked when it comes to the defense. Um, our current starting left back is Calafiori, and then we have two centre backs in Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, and then we have Jurien Timber. You see, those four players have been performing really, really well this season, and they have done their most to, to make it enjoyable watching us because they have attacking returns. Apart from Saliba, who wasn't scored, but he assisted in the Carabao Cup versus Portugal. Calafiori scored out the winner at Old Trafford. Begale scored the winner at St James Park. Jurien Timber scored two goals. I think we were playing Leeds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's come up. He's come up good. He's come up good this season. And if you look at the backups, we have Miles Kelly for Calafiori, and then we have Piero Incapiem, who can also play at left back, but also can play as left centre back for Gabriel Magalhaes. We also have Christian Mosquera, who can play actually like three positions. I've seen him playing right back, left centre back, right centre back. When Saliba was injured, he actually played well at Anfield. He played to a certain point at Newcastle until he caused the goal, and maybe he was rattled to some extent, but that's not really a big issue. Then you have Ben White, whom unfortunately has been injured so much, but I understand. I think he just needs to rest. I don't know what we are going to do with Timber so that we can actually keep him fit for the long run because we're still going to need him. So that is basically the depth of our defense. When you come to the goalkeeper, we have David Raya, then we have Kepa Arrizabalaga. Those are two decent goalkeepers. I really have no complaints with that. And fun fact about David Ryan, he has won two golden gloves in a row. I mean, how many goalkeepers can actually say that in the current age? He has kept more clean sheets, he has made more saves. He's an all-round goalkeeper. So yes, we're just waiting for that first assist or maybe first goal that he can be able to score for us. But I'm a patient man. I'm a patient man. So yes, that's basically our back line. I really have no problem with it. It's been performing as expected. Keeping clean sheets, scoring goals. Tightening up everything in the back. Like we are just mostly safe. And then when you come to the midfield, we have Declan Rice as our starting midfielder. We have Zubimendi, and then we have Odegaard. To some extent, we've always played Mikel Merino because Odegaard has been injured like 3 times this season. Ethan came in. I think it was against. I think there was a game, not West Ham. There was a game he came by the sub. I'll remember in between, and then yeah, he played. He played very well. He played really, really good. So that midfield is also looking good. Oh, we also have Christian Nogard. I forget to mention him as much as he's one of my favorite signings that we did in the summer. I like him. Really, really do. I enjoy such type of players. They look good on the ball. No face value. They don't look like that rough. But when it comes to scoring set piece goals, he's there. He does puts in tackles very well. He looks like a decent squad player. I don't think he'll stay here for long, but he had the chance to move into the biggest club in London. He had the chance to get a good paycheck, and yeah, he knows his place. He knows his chances, and he will be very very important when it comes to rotation to the squad, especially now that Zubimendi is looking like one of the signings of the season. Not necessarily in the league, but for us, Arsenal, I think Zubimendi has really changed our lives and he's performed as expected. No, I think he plays way much better in the Spain national team because, he has better midfielders, just to be honest here. The likes of Pedri, you have Rodri, we have Gavi, we have Dani Olmo, like they are stacked. I'm not saying they're way much better than us, but, in a national team setup, they're good. They're doing well. So yes, that midfield is good. Declan Rice, of course, 100 million player doing 100 million things. That's it. Odegaard, injuries have really stacked him up, but I really don't really have so much comments on him because I don't think he has performed as expected. But we wait and see how that goes. When it comes to the attack, we have Eberechi Eze on the left wing. He can play. I even forgot that he's also a number 10. So we have Eberechi Eze as the left wing. We have Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli. Those three are good. No complaints with that. When it comes to the striking department, we have Victor Gyökeres, Havertz, and Jesus. Jesus will be leaving in January, I guess. So I don't think we can be able to count him much. But while he was there, he was. I actually think we miss him more than we think. But that's a topic for another day. Havertz will be back, I guess, in a few weeks. Yeah, I saw a report that he's doing well in rehab. So I expect him back, if not long, but he'll be back to help Victor Gyökeres to step up because this guy is looking like a scammer, man. But that's just my own opinion. Of course, I don't like everyone. I don't hate everyone, but I had my preference to the striking options. I've mentioned it several times. I won't double down, but I'll still give Gyökeres his chance. I just need 15 goals. If he gives me 15 goals in the league, 20 goals in all competitions. All is forgiven. Good signing. We can't remember even the last time we had a player who scored 20 goals. That was, I think it was Obama. Can't remember the last time we had such a player. So, yeah, all will be forgiven. Just give me 20 goals this season and we are good, I will say. Money well invested. Come to the right wing, of course, we have the usual Bukayo Saka. I think that is his place. That is his number. And we come to Noni Madueke, who got injured, but he played really well. He still has 006 hanging on his head. I hope when he comes back, he scores immediately because, these guys are just waiting for him to go 7 games without scoring or assisting. So I hope he comes back with a bang. I don't know whether he'll come back in a cup game. I don't know. I hope Arteta doesn't listen to so much social media. It would be so bad for him to go that back. Anyway, he's He's a good backup. He's a classic player. He's still a young player, 23 years old. So I'm expecting more in the coming days. If he doesn't, he'll be binned. Simple as that. Then you have Max Doman. Don't have much to say about it. I think he speaks for himself. If he gets more chances, I expect him to, you know, flourish in this team. So that's it. That is basically your squad depth. These are about 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 10. Yeah, 25 players. Yes, 25 players. And we're just missing about we don't have Ben White with us. We don't have Odegaard. We don't have Noni Madueke. We don't have Kai Havertz. We don't have Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, those are about 5 players. So you have about 20 players, at least 2 in each position. And if Gyökeres needs like maybe to rest, we have Mikel Merino who can play up top. Gabriel Martinelli can play up top. Eze can play as a number 10. Leandro Trossard can play on the right wing. Same with Martinelli. Bukaseka can also play on the left wing. Same with Noni Madueke. I mean, it's good to have these versatile players. You know that at the end of the day, a position will be filled by someone. Well, not their best position, but at least it will be filled with someone who knows how to play in that position. Yes. With our squad depth that we have, I won't go so much into details of how other teams are well stacked. But yes, in terms of the squad depth, I think we have a team that can be able to go all the way and go very, very deep into competitions. And I mean very deep in terms of we reached the semi-finals of the Champions League and the Carabao Cup. So the minimum this season, and I mean the minimum, is to reach the semi-finals again. That is the minimum requirement. Anything less than that, I think it will be a failure of the highest order because we have to maintain the standards. Yes, we are first or second. That is good. That is a good place to maintain. We can't stay second again. We still have to get over the line and win our games and win the league. When it comes to those two competitions, I don't expect anything less than a semi-final appearance this season. That is my expectation first, and then now we can go. It would be nice to actually go to Wembley on March and going celebrate, a Carabao Cup win, celebrating a trophy before everyone else. And also we might be leading the league at that time, and maybe deep, maybe in the round of 16 or round of 8 in the Champions League. We might be somewhere. We have to push for everything. And also the FA Cup, we have to play at least beyond January because it's not been looking good over the past few years, especially after Arteta won the FA Cup. I don't think he's ever gone past the fourth round. I don't even know. Once he won it, and that was it. It's like, shop closed. We're not doing this anymore. Let's focus on other things, on building the team. So yes, that is all for today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the channel. Remember, this is God's on Goal. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.